Shalom and welcome to Cuppa Torah. My name is Hannah Tamar and I'm so glad to be back. I am feeling a little bit better, so thank you for the well wishes. Today I'm drinking traditional medicinals ginger tea. It's got this strong taste to it. It helps with your stomach. It helps energize your body. So if you're feeling a little low, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling sick, this is a really good tea. I have been drinking it pretty much for the past 3 weeks straight and I am loving it. This week I want to talk about the Parsha Beha'alchota, and it's about Moses telling the Israelites about Pesach, talking to Aaron about the 2 silver trumpets, the menorah, how to clean it and light it, and it also talks about the Israelites and Miriam complaining. Now I could go on and on about Moses and the burden he has as one person with the Israelites, the burden of the Israelites, and how we can't do things on our own, the burden of ourselves, leadership, and how to be a good leader. But I really want to focus on the Israelites and Miriam this week. Now, the Israelites have been complaining from day one since they became free. And to be complaining on a constant basis is hard. Do you have a friend that keeps on complaining and you're like, oh, you just don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to be around you, because they're sending off this really bad energy to you and you're blocking that energy because you don't want that energy. Or do you find yourself the one who's doing the complaining? As I was doing research on Beha'alchota, I stepped back and I listened to myself talk to my husband one day when he got home. And he said, how was your day? And I said, oh, it was fine. We started talking. And I realized that I was venting to him. And I was doing a lot of complaining. And he zoned out. He was blocking my bad energy and he was trying to step away because he didn't want that bad energy. He didn't want me complaining. He didn't want to hear that complaining. He wanted to hear positive stuff. So I myself do it all the time, and I find myself doing it. And I don't know why we're programmed to this, but if there are 20 amazing things that happen throughout the day and one bad thing that happens, you're not going to be focusing on the 20 great things. You're going to be focusing on that one bad thing. And I don't understand why we put all of our energy into such negativity when we could be enjoying the moments, enjoying the positive aspects of life. So when the Israelites were complaining and Miriam was complaining, God punished them. There was a fire in the camp. A couple of people died by eating quail because of lust. Miriam got leprosy. And when we are complaining to other people, we're pretty much punishing ourselves because we are putting ourselves in a little bubble. Nobody wants to hang around somebody who's very negative. And we're separating ourselves and we're not letting in the good. We're not listening. We're just complaining and we're getting depressed. And you feel a little bit more depressed. And not a lot of people are in my life, so I'm going to be a little bit more depressed. And you think about more bad things. So more bad things happen to you. If you think bad things will happen to you because you're only focusing on the bad and not the positive. So that's a punishment. You're punishing yourself. So instead of thinking about the negativity, I want you to think about 3 positive things throughout the day. Now, we just finished Shavuot, which we read the 10 commandments. And one of the 10 commandments is do not covet your neighbor's house, wife, servants, or livestock. And my interpretation of that commandment is don't be jealous over what other people have. The phrase, the grass is greener on the other side, is not true at all, because you don't know what your neighbor's going through. You don't know their path. You don't know where they've been, and you're not looking at your own grass. Your grass could be amazingly green, but you're focusing on somebody else's grass. You're going on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat, and you're seeing that one small picture of their lives. And of course, they're not going to post something that's bad. They're going to be posting the best part of their lives. So you're focusing your energy on something that is fake. And you're being envious and jealous, and you're complaining that you don't have what they have. So you're putting all this energy into something that's fake. And it's it's just a waste of time. So instead of focusing on the negativity, I want this week to be only thinking about the positive, at least 3 positive things. Yesterday, I was sitting on my front porch and it was completely raining, and I could have focused on how miserable that is, but we're in a drought right now, so we needed the rain. So I thanked God for nourishing my dry brown grass and giving water to my plants that need it the most. My son ran outside in his boots and raincoat and umbrella, and he was puddle jumping. I thank God for how amazing that made him feel. If I felt a little better, I would have been out puddle jumping as well. But I was sitting there with a hot cup of tea, which rarely happens in my life because I set my tea down and I run all over the place. So I enjoyed for 5 minutes warm tea, and that was amazing. So I thank God for that. So those are just 3 small things that happened through the day that I focused on. Now, it was a domino effect because after I focused on those 3 positive things, I found more positive stuff in my life, and I didn't complain when my husband came home. I talked about how amazing the puddle jumping was, how amazing my tea felt, and how amazing that we live in such a great place and paradise. So when you're thinking about your 3 positive things, I would really like you to share your thoughts, because sharing something might help other people think more positive about themselves and about the surroundings around them. And we want to help each other. And we don't know who we're helping. If I don't know who I'm coming out to in the internet and who I'm helping, and your words might help somebody else. That might get them out of their negative bubble of complaining or of being depressed. With your words, they might be like, oh, I relate to that. And they might think positive. So I want to get that positive energy ball rolling. I want you to share. It can be one thing. It can be 100 things you could share on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You could even email me at Cuppa, one word, @gmail.com. And then I could post it kind of anonymously for you without using your name if you would like. But sharing is what this whole community is all about. And if you think positive, and we're going to get somebody else to think positive, and it will be a big domino effect. So today, I am thankful that my computer is running, that I have a good cup of ginger tea, and that I have talked to you. So I